and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to do my top 10 of 2014, yay! And it's crazy how quick we're catching up with obviously the present. This is kind of, I haven't filmed a video in this area for a while, so it's kind of weird. But I film a lot of videos here in winter because the lighting is a little bit better than it is in my usual place when it's dark. So yeah, because it's going dark very early now, so you kind of got to have some options. So hopefully this is fine. So yeah, I do these every Sunday, so let's just get straight into it. When I looked at my list for today, because I didn't make the list today, I realised there was like 11 on my list, because usually I have like the list of 10 and then some more at the bottom, like a few lines down of ones that I kind of was playing with back and forth, but had not picked. But there was 11 in there, so I had to like take one off like right at this moment. So there's always some that I'm like, oh, I wanted that to be on my list, but you know, so there's always more than 10 that I obviously really love. But anyway, let's get straight into it. The first one on this list is Kingsman. I love this film, it's fantastic. I just think it's so great, and when this first came out I thought, that doesn't seem for me. And then it was quite a while later that I watched it and I thought, yes, this is brilliant. I love it. I've watched it about 3 times, you know, since the first time I watched it, and I just think it's great. I'm really looking forward to seeing the second one. I feel like people haven't been enjoying it as much as the first, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, if you haven't seen Kingsman, definitely check it out. It's just loads of fun, and it's just, I just really enjoy the film. I'm definitely going to be rewatching it before I watch the second one, so I'm going to look forward to watching that one again. The next one on my list is Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, this is one of my favourite films of this year. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like when this first came out, I didn't really expect too much. I kind of thought it was kind of like, seems a bit weird. And as soon as I started watching it, you know, in the first 15-20 minutes, or even maybe 10 minutes, I don't know, I was like, wow, I love this. Like, it was just cool and fun, and Chris Pratt was great. The music just instantly was just a hit for me, and it was just so funny. I just completely fell in love with it the first time I watched it, and I watched it a bunch of times after watching that first time, and I just thought it was just the best. So yeah, love Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was kind of a surprise to me, as was Kingsman, both of them too. I thought, I picked up Guardians because I pretty much pick up all the Marvel movies, but I kind of thought it seemed more, maybe too sci-fi for me, or too unrealistic, and it definitely wasn't. It definitely became one of my favourites. So I kind of sometimes cast things off a little bit. I'll think I won't like them as much, and then I get really surprised. So that's always a fun and pleasant surprise. The next one on my list is Whiplash. This movie, the first time I watched it, I was like, wow. I ended it, I just didn't even know what to say. I've only seen the movie twice. The second time I watched it, it didn't have quite as much of an impact as the first, which I feel like is understandable. Because the first time I just kind of, I didn't really know what it was about, I guess, the film. I just thought, I want to watch this. I've heard people talking about it. I think it was nominated for the Oscars, and at the time I was watching all the Oscar films, so that was maybe why I picked it up. And it just surprised me, blew me away. I feel like it really showed you like someone's dedication to something. I thought it was just really interesting. I really liked how it was this guy kind of chasing a dream, but to the extreme, and I thought it was brilliant. The end was just, I mean, if you've seen the film, I don't even know what to say. Like I say, Whiplash I think is fantastic. I did a whole review of it actually, and of Guardians of the Galaxy. I used to do kind of separate little reviews for films. I don't know if you'd prefer that. Now I kind of do this in a bunch, but I don't know. But yeah, Whiplash I think it's great. I think it's interesting, but I don't think it's for everybody, but I love it. The next one on my list is The Other Woman. Okay, this is kind of like the chick flicky girly film of the list, but I really love The Other Woman. I've watched it, I don't know, handfuls of times, and I just really like it. It's kind of cheesy and kind of silly. It's about this about Cameron Diaz, who is kind of spending time with a married man, but it's like to the point of like she's also going on dates with him. She doesn't know that he's married. She finds out that he's married to Leslie Mann. And it's just funny. Cameron Diaz and Leslie Mann's characters, I think, are brilliant. And then, you know, someone whose name I've forgotten her name, she comes into it. So there's kind of 3 of them. It becomes like a trio of these women. And I just think that it's really interesting. And they're kind of all against this one man. And it's just funny and awesome. And I just really like The Other Woman. It's definitely kind of my favourite of more recent years in the kind of romantic comedy chick flick type of thing. This is one of my favourites of the recent years. I feel like we don't get many good ones, and this is one that I really liked. So yeah, The Other Woman. The next one on my list is The Fault in Our Stars. Okay, so I read the book The Fault in Our Stars, and then I saw the film, and I really liked the film. I thought the film did a really good job from a book to movie adaptation point. I thought that the characters are fantastic. I absolutely love Augustus, and I loved him in the book, I love him in the film. I've watched this film a bunch of times again. I think the soundtrack is great. I think it's a very sad film, but the story's done well. Like I say, I read the book, so it's the same. But what's interesting is, obviously The Fault in Our Stars is a John Green book, and then, you know, adapted into the film. And then John Green also wrote Paper Towns, and they adapted that into a film. And Paper Towns, I just couldn't really get into. I didn't really enjoy that one. Whereas The Fault in Our Stars, that they really hit the nail on the head with that one, and the adaptation was really good. Whereas Paper Towns, I was like, and I've only seen Paper Towns once, and kind of wasn't interested to revisit it. However, I probably will, just to see whether I was maybe wrong, and the first time I watched it I might have just not been in the mood for it, I don't know. But either way, Fault in Our Stars, it's really great. I wouldn't say it's depressing, I don't really know, I feel like you've probably heard of it, but it's kind of one of those, you know, it's adapted from a young adult book, and some of those kind of go wrong, like, you know, the Divergent series, they just kind of went downhill. But Fault in Our Stars, I feel like, is a good film that came out of that process. The next one on my list is not for everybody, but it's one that I love, and you guys know, and I really love this film, and it is the 2014 Annie. Yes, I've watched this over 20 times. I love it a lot. It's my ultimate guilty pleasure if anything ever was, and I could watch it now and tomorrow and the day after and the day after. I could watch this over and over and over again. I love the music. I love Quinvene Wallace as Annie. I think she's fantastic. I pretty much know this film off by heart by now, and I just really love it. I don't really have a lot to say about it because I've talked about it umpteen times in different videos throughout the years since it came out. But yeah, I always remember as well the day that this came out. Obviously, it was on a Monday. I went Monday movie hunting, I went to pick it up, and on the same Monday I was going to go on holiday, but I like had a flight at like, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock, I'm not sure, it was like in the evening, it was like an evening flight, and I was going to Portugal, to Lisbon, and I watched the film, I don't know why, it's like a 2-hour film, but I feel like I was maybe on a bit of a schedule and didn't stick to it. I kind of just thought maybe I'll watch the beginning of it, I don't know what happened. And I ended up watching the whole film before I was getting ready to go to the airport and stuff, even though I don't think I was packed completely, I don't know. And I always remember watching that film and I thought, oh, I love that, I want to watch it again. I really, really desperately wanted to watch it again. I obviously couldn't watch it again because I was going on holiday, so I downloaded some of the songs and put them on my phone or iPod or whatever and listened to them on the plane. I was just really into it. And then when I got back home, I remember like I had a really nice time, it was really fun and everything, and then I got back and then the first thing I watched was Annie again. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's that whole thing or maybe it's just I really like it. I don't know. Anyway, the next movie on my list is the Lego Movie. The Lego Movie's great. I feel like it's not only guilty pleasure, I feel like it's funny, it's witty and it's clever. Yeah, I just think it's really fun. Obviously it's a combination of all different movie things coming together, and I feel like if you've kind of put off the Lego Movie because it, you know, it's called the Lego Movie and people will be like, what, you know, the Lego Movie, I definitely think you should give it a go because I definitely think it is funny, and I also thought the Lego Batman movie is great as well and kind of on par with the Lego Movie. Also I really like kind of the direction the Lego Movie goes. It kind of has a little bit of a twist, and the first time I watched it I was like, oh my gosh, what, and it completely blew me away, which you wouldn't expect from the Lego Movie, but it did. So yeah, really like the Lego Movie. The next one on the list is St. Vincent. I feel like I don't hear enough people talk about this film. This is another one that I watched over and over and over. In 2014, I feel like I really went to town and watched these films over and over. And then now, I feel like I don't do that as much. Anyway, St. Vincent is great. It's about it's kind of a weird story. It's got Melissa McCarthy in, who definitely doesn't play herself. She's definitely much more of a toned down version of her, and she has this son, and what's his name now? He's in Ghostbusters, and his name is, you guys know who I mean. What's his name? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. Bill Murray. Okay, I looked it up. And now I feel like I was going to say Bill, but I kept wanting to say, oh my god, I don't even know, the other Bill, not Bill Nye, a different Bill. Billy Connolly. I wanted to say him and I knew it wasn't Billy Connolly. Who is it now? Bill Murray. Okay. Bill Murray. So where was I even? God knows, because now I've been looking up Ghostbusters and looking up Bill Murray. Melissa McCarthy has a son, they moved next door to Bill Murray, and he's kind of this grumpy man. And then the son kind of ends up, the guy ends up kind of being the babysitter of the son. It sounds weird. Maybe just go watch the trailer. The trailer is great. I hadn't heard of this movie, and then I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, I want to watch that movie. It was kind of underdog, I didn't really hear anyone talking about it. So maybe just go watch the trailer, it's funny, you'll enjoy it. And the trailer doesn't give too much away, so points to that trailer, go watch the trailer. Okay, whew, I'm out of breath now, just, anyways, move along. Next one is A Long Way Down. Again, this is another kind of underdog of that year. And this one has Tony Collette, Imogen Poots, the guy, Pierce Brosnan, I was going to say the guy with James Bond, but yeah, Pierce Brosnan, and Aaron Paul. And there's kind of the four of them, and I feel like I can't really explain this film because it sounds weird. Basically, the four of them, I think it's on New Year's, try and, well, they decide they're going to kill themselves. Not together, they're all separate people who live separate lives, but they all happen to be on this rooftop. And they all kind of make this pact to not. And they kind of all become parts of each other's lives, and you kind of get to know each person's life, and it's just a really interesting film. I really, really love it, but I feel like I can't really sell it to you because it sounds weird. But I think it's great. I really, really like this film, but I don't know how to pitch it really. So I don't know how they even went about pitching it in the trailer. I don't know, but it's a good film, so you're gonna have to just trust me on that one. The next and final one on the list is What We Did on Our Holiday. This is a British film, and this one does have Billy Connolly in, so that's kind of where that was kind of getting clouded in my head. This is just a very British type of film. If you like Outnumbered, you'll like this. I think it's written by the same people, or like the same people were involved in it, I'm pretty sure. And it's just about this family. There's a mum and a dad and 3 kids, and the mum and dad kind of in the middle of kind of getting a divorce, and there's a lot going on there, and they have to go and visit, you know, one of them's parents, and it's about this trip and this little holiday they take, and it becomes so different and so much more. But I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's very fun British comedy. I think you have to have a certain type of humour to like this film, but I really like it. Like, I've watched it a bunch. I love it. I think it's really funny. I think it's fantastic. But again, if you like Outnumbered, you'll like this. And that's kind of the best way that I can describe that one. I feel like this batch of films was harder to explain, so I feel like some of them I haven't really heard anyone else talk about, so I don't really know how to share them. Like Kingsman, I'm like, oh yeah, Kingsman. I didn't even tell you what it's about because like, I feel like everyone knows. So it's an easy one, I'm like, yeah, Kingsman. But then like A Long Way Down, I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, that is my top 10 of 2014. Hopefully this video was okay, not too confusing. And let me know your top 10 down in the comments below. I'd be definitely really interested in this one because I feel like I've got films on my list that maybe other people won't have on theirs. So I'd be really interested to see other people's lists and your thoughts there. So yeah, thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next Sunday for top 10 2015, and then we've only got, so there's 2 Sundays left, because obviously I'm not going to do 2017, so because 2017 is not finished. So yeah, 2 more left, so it's kind of crazy, and I will see you then.